come in a little more proud than some of the other games. It could have, was a frustrating first with the goals that we allowed, and came in and had a talk between the first and the second of making sure we don't divert from our game plan and splinter off and get back to some of the stuff that was getting us into trouble in the previous games. Proud the guys did a good job of sticking with what we wanted to do in the second and third, and made a hell of a game of it. They pushed back against a team that's extremely hard to come back against when they have the lead. Obviously, we fell short, but like I said, it's one of those games that I think it's a step in the right direction despite the loss of points.
Was the fight the sudden change in the second period that changed momentum?
Best defensive teams in the league.
They obviously played a really good game in the first, and I thought they were right there with us in the second and third. We played a pretty good game. After that, I felt even after the first, the score wasn't reflecting. I think they were all playing us, but not that much. Not by 3 goals anyways, and we did our job in the second, and gonna have a nightmare about that one in last minute not scoring, hitting the post.
Is the way you played against them the way you have to play against that team, big teams like that?
Yeah. I mean, we used our speed in a really good way, and I felt like Charo doesn't have many weaknesses, but we were getting to him, and we were trying to make him turn as much as possible, getting the puck, and although he's a big guy, we tried to hit him as much as possible.
I meant you personally. You spent a lot of time. You got a lot of ice time today too.
Yeah. I felt good out there, and just frustrating, like I said, not to get that one in the last minute hitting the post. It just sucks.
Talk about Luke's fight in a second.
Yes.
Anyone else?
Go ahead.
Luke, can you just take us through the fight with Milan there? It looked like you challenged him, and at first maybe he wasn't sure, but how did you get him to go?
Yeah, I wasn't really running around looking for it, but I mean we were down 3-1. They were rolling all over us at home, and it's not the way it's supposed to go here. And so I thought that we need a little bit of a spark, and there wasn't a better guy. I found myself on the ice with him, and there was a couple other guys out there that I could have gone with, and I thought the team needed that, and I thought it helped.
I think the game started the guys giving Boston too much respect and you kind of taking on the toughest guy. That changed that?
Yeah, I think for sure we weren't going at all in the first period. We were showing them too much. We were literally letting them walk all over us, and You know, I thought the guys in my role have to go out there and let teams like that know that they can't walk into our building and do stuff like that. So I thought I should set the tone for the team, and like I said, I thought it gave us a bit of a spark there in the second for sure.
Did you after the fight was over, did you guys say anything to each other through the game there?
No, not really. Sometimes I do with guys, but I just left it at that. We were down, and there was no need for any conversation.
He's a pretty tough guy. At what point, is there a point in the fight you went, okay, this is getting serious here?
Yeah, you have to be careful always. Towards the end of a shift too, I was a little tired, and he was a strong guy. I have a lot of respect for him. He's a guy that I've wanted a piece of, you know, and I thought that playing them, he's a guy that I kind of use as a measuring stick. He's fought a lot of tough guys, and I knew that if I had my shot to get him, then I would like to. So I found myself on the ice with him, and I made the most of it.
Thanks, Luke.
There is a difference for sure, and it's the longer flights. You know, you're still traveling, and I think it's a little bit different year being the Olympic year, so I think there's still a little bit more traveling than usual. But compared, you know, you don't have a lot of the 4 hour. You know, that was pretty much norm. 3.5. You wouldn't even think anything of it, or 3 or whatever. They're all within like an hour.
That we did, but we kind of came out after that, and we knew some good opportunities on both sides after that. Goalies played well, but it's a road win, and we got to be happy with it.
I know Johnson too. You guys have gotten pretty comfortable with him in that.
Yeah, he played a great game.
and he made the right saves at the right time and came up huge at the last few minutes. So, we're lucky to have him, and very happy for him.
Just walk us through your goal there, the shorthanded with the feed from Bergeron coming.
I was just trying to get open, and Bergie made a phenomenal play to outweight the D-man when he went down, and when I got it. It definitely is. I mean, every guy on that team can skate, and their transition game is pretty good. And all they really do is blow the zone and try and feed guys up the middle and chip it out and let guys skate into it. Definitely a very tough team to play.
Maybe not a perfect game, but you guys keep finding ways to win.
Yeah, we have to be happy with it. We know we're not going to put our best game on the ice every night, but we've got to keep building, and especially.
A little bit tighter than you thought it would after 20
Not really. I told the guys that they would come back hard in the second period. I didn't like the goals.
Obviously, you can't spot a team that good, 3 goals in the first period, but you got to be happy with the way your team responded.
Yeah, I thought, well, even in the first, I didn't think we were horrible. I thought we were a victim of circumstance a little bit. Maybe not totally comfortable in our skin in the first, but yeah, in the second and third, obviously, that's how we want to play.
Ron played 23 minutes and 20 seconds in that game. Is that 23 minutes and 20 seconds you'd like to show the rest of the game how to play against a heavy closer?
Yeah, he is a guy that you want to, I've said it before, you want him to rub off on the rest of the group. And I know that the group is taking notes because you hear it on the bench when he's on the ice, the things that he's doing. Tonight Arcobello was the same thing. Winning battles against Chara, Arco was. So, that's the level of compete and that we need out of everyone.
Dallas, Luke seems to be using his ability to fight strategically. I mean, he was talking in there about how, guys were flat and these guys were walking all over you guys, so he decided he had to do something about it. How impressed are you by what he's been able to do the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, that's good. Like, listen, it definitely got us going. It never hurts to have one of their best players off the ice for 5 minutes. And then the other thing, Luke he was good at finishing his checks. He made some plays inside his zone to get the puck out. He was responsible with the puck getting it deep. So, I liked his game. For parts in the second period, I started running their line against Krejci's line, and they were doing quite well. So, I thought Luke was real solid, and obviously he has a certain skill set that we need with our team.
Devin probably made 5 or 6 fairly high-end saves, and then he lets that one in. You decided to make a change. Can you just take us through the thought process and why you decided to?
Yeah, I just thought it was time for a change. It wasn't a mercy pull. It wasn't a pull because that first one went in from far out. I just thought we needed to make a change in the net, and usually that change gives everybody a kick in the butt a little bit. But the biggest thing that I've always found, even as a player, when that other goalie's going in, it immediately refocuses the group. They understand that he's coming in cold, and they seem to play a little bit harder or a little bit more focused, especially in our zone. So, it was a change. Barb's went in and played well, but there's a number of factors there that got our group going.
Can you explain how you gave up 18 shots in the first period? And it seems like you went most of the second period, and then what was it, 11-0 or something? And you guys in shots in the third.
Well, I thought we started skating, but the biggest thing is, I don't know if we won a battle in the first period. We looked like. I don't know. I don't know if we were. It's the Bruins are in town. They're one of the top teams in the league. We need to play cautious. You can't play cautious against anybody. You'll get killed. You give them too much time and space. But even though we weren't winning the battles, I didn't think the first period was as bad as the shot clock showed or the score was. I still felt we had a chance if we could get a goal. And but yeah, boy, I'll tell you, coaches, players, everybody. Sometimes there's no answers for that. How you can come out and be behind the 8 ball like that in one period, and then come back and dominate the next, or how it goes shift to shift, or game to game. It'd be an amazing study.
Part of that study is it's been 13 years since the Oilers defeated the Bruins in a game. Were you aware that's that?
I'm not sure what that has to do with the game tonight. I never understand those stats. It's different personnel, but I don't know. Maybe there's something to it.
How would you assess the power play?
What's that?
How would you assess your power play tonight?
I thought we had some real good looks on it. I thought we had some good chances to score. I thought the last one we were, we fumbled it around a little bit, and not out of not being ready. We just kind of Baba Booeyed it at the blue line a couple times. And that's where, listen, when the game's on the line now, we've got to be sharp. It's got to be sharp. And to, fumble a couple there, it didn't kill us on the power play. We still had lots of time to do something, and we got a couple of good chances. But when that game's on the line at the end, everything has to go perfect now. And we just fumbled it a couple of times that we probably wasted about 20 seconds of it. And boy, do you need those 20 seconds back at the end of the game.
Thank you.
Good.
You know what, Cam?